Welcome to White Crow Roping, episode 40. I'm here with James Martinez, right now in Wichita Falls, Texas. And I thought we'd get some words of wisdom recorded. We were talking about my last lesson with him, but before that, just tell him a little bit about yourself and what you've done with the Mustangs and all the other cool stuff.
I don't know if there's anything cool about it, but I've done the Mustang deal a couple times, about I guess 6 times.
That's a Mustang Challenge?
Yeah, the Mustang Challenge, and usually the one in Fort Worth, because that's the one that pays the most. You know, all the others, they don't pay as much money, so they're not. That's a lot of work for not so much money.
But what are you working towards right now? You got any big goals ahead of you? Or
Yes, we're working at Snaffle bit again. Probably no Mustangs this year. You're gonna take a little break from the Mustangs. We're gonna do probably some reining and the rope horse maturity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was down here last week and got a one-day roping lesson and did some practice, and then I came back down to drop a horse off, and we were talking about the process of learning, and James has seen me from the very beginning when I started trying to get serious, and how green I was and how far I've come, and a lot of that progress is due to his help, and you know, even getting to a spot where I could understand shotgun passing or a bend gambrel, you know, what they're telling me, you know, being that spot takes prior knowledge. And one of the things he said was, talking about how far I came, was that you could tell I was working hard, and I said, man, a lot of times I feel like I'm working too hard in the wrong direction. So tell me kind of what you said about that and how that.
Well, our deals relate a lot to the horses and stuff. I talk about us in relation to the horses in life all the time, but it didn't matter whether you were doing it right or you were doing it wrong. The fact that you were doing it makes all the difference in the world. Because whether you're doing it right or wrong, you're sharpening some type of skills. I could tell you were working on your loop. Every time you came around, we changed it a little bit and we fixed it. We made it better. But if you'd have gone home and done nothing, we could not pick you up in the steps that we picked you up in, because it would, all that trial and error is part of growing. All the wrong is part of growing. And it's just with a horse, if you want to get him somewhere, if they're not doing something, at least, like going out and going for a ride, or shoot, they can lope around the arena in the wrong lead forever. But as long as they're doing something, you can go in there and fix it. If they're not doing anything, it's like you've got to go in there and teach all these skills, and the process just takes longer.
Yeah.
So just the fact that you were working at it, right or wrong, is why we were able to bring you up. And not saying that you were working at it wrong.
No, I for sure was doing a lot wrong, but that's part of learning anything. And I thought about that recently too, like playing the fiddle or something. You're going to spend a few years, you know, making some sounds that aren't quite as pretty as you want to hear
in life as well,
and everything. So, but you know, with that said, I sure did put a lot of time in, and it's always a balance. You know, how much to practice something, and then a lot of times you end up practicing something and getting real good at it, doing it the wrong way.
Well, you definitely, the saying that you get out of it what you put into it,
yeah,
is for real.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you guys, and my Facebook people as well. There's a fly on my screen.
All right.
Yeah. There is a
you get out what you put into it. What you're saying?
Yeah. I've never seen anybody work so hard at doing something. I mean, this guy's work ethics towards being a better roper are beyond this world. I was telling him that just watching his rope ethics and how he goes about it is like him teaching me something. I see how hard he works at it and how determined he is to accomplish that goal, that it's infectious. It makes you want to work harder. You know, even though he's here getting help from me, I'm watching how hard he's going at it and not knowing anything about it. So it pushes myself to want to try harder at whatever I'm doing. And that's pretty cool. I think that's why you have gotten as far as you've gotten, is because you work at it.
Well, I
plain and
appreciate it.
simple. If you want any change, you can think about it in your head all you want, but till you get off your butt and start putting yourself through it, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, put yourself in spots that are uncomfortable.
Right.
And challenging.
Get out of the norm, get out of the patterns. You had a lot of patterns. If you look at your life, and sometimes we're going through these same patterns over and over and over, and we just don't realize it because they're working.
Yeah.
But if we want to get better at some, I had to change patterns all the time because I found myself doing these things, and and that's how my horses get better, and that's how I got better in a lot of other areas as well. So you got to change those patterns.
Well, that's probably about all the time we have today, but if you need any horses trained, any colts started, this man right here will give Chris Cox a run for his money. So,
Thanks,
and if you're learning to rope and you want to come and get a lesson, for sure I'll put his contact info below the video, and check him out at James Martinez Performance Horses on Facebook. And if you're watching this on Facebook Live, then look at my YouTube channel at White Crow Roping. And
yes, check out his YouTube stuff. It's really, really cool, y'all.
Well, thanks, James, and appreciate everything.
For sure, Chris. Thanks for coming to see me twice all the way from Arkansas.
Yep. Well,
twice in 2 weeks.
I got to get loaded up and drive back. So
sounds good, buddy. Have a safe trip.
All right.
See you later.
Adios.